This is Shout from the Heart. And as you can see, this isn't your conventional and usual setup right here and now. One of the reasons for that being is both of my camera people are off doing gymnastic things for my sister who is in gymnastics, and we'll leave it at that. But I will not deprive the fans of a show because they are not here. Like I said during the pilot episode, they help me out when they can, and it's greatly appreciated when they can do it. If they can't, then hey, they just can't. But today is one of those days. Today's going to be a relatively short show. I hope you guys enjoy this. We're going to be talking about NBA, and we're going to start off by talking about NBA, and then we're going to get the usual NFL talk about the way, and I'm going to get y'all on up out of here. That sounds cool. All right, get it, got it, good. Let's start off with the two games opening night on the 24th, which is a Tuesday. That is the Warriors and the Suns at 10 o'clock, I believe. And the Lakers opening up their season against the same team that swept them right out the playoffs, the defending the defending NBA champions, the Denver Nuggets. I mean, which is something, okay? Because, the Denver Broncos are not doing anything. So, hey, we need a team that's actually championship calibered. So, why not? Uh, I'm an avid Lakers fan. I'm an avid LeBron James fan. So, of course I'm going to say that the Lakers are going to win this game. A lot of people are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. But hear me out. What I saw during the preseason will make you think otherwise. We're putting up shots, and this is no excuse when I say this. LeBron was playing with a foot injury that lingered throughout the entire season. Anthony Davis was just coming off an injury, and he was just healthy enough to get us to the playoffs and get us to that position. The real question is not LeBron's health, it's AD's health. Can he play an entire season? And that question will get answered starting on Tuesday. He said he wanted to play all the games. Well, you know, like I said on the Crossover Sports Show last night that I'm on, don't make promises that you can't keep. Okay, don't make those promises that you cannot keep. Also, with the Warriors, I feel like right now that the Bucks and the Warriors are the NBA Finals for this coming season. However, that's right now, and that's what it's looking like on paper because you got the Bucks, who got a two-headed monster with Giannis and Damian Lillard, and then you also have a three-headed monster in the West, the big three, arguably in the West, being Steph Curry, Chris Paul, and Klay Thompson. Now, the question would be if Klay Thompson can stay healthy and be one half of the Splash Brothers that he has been for these last couple years that we know he is. And Steph Curry just has to, stop showing off with all these pretty threes and stuff and just get the shots that you can get and take what the defense is giving you. That's my take on it. Now the Suns, they look okay, but I don't see them beating the Warriors because the addition of KD and then Booker. Somebody told me that Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, they're formidable with each other. Well, only only time will tell with that, because it's continuity. They just got together this off season, so it's not it's not like a overnight situation type of thing. Also, you got to take into consideration that Devin Booker was compared to one of the greatest players of all time, Kobe Bryant. His play style, yes, you can compare his play styles, but don't mention Devin Booker and Kevin. or Kobe Bryant in the same sentence. To me, they're just two different eras. They're two different people. You can't mention those two people and then try to compare them. Playing wise, okay, I'll give you that, but two different eras of basketball, two different generations. As far as the Nuggets go, they're not going to repeat, but they still have the team to contend. I think the Warriors are going to surprise a lot of people. So are the Lakers, Uh, but only time will tell. Like I told somebody the other day, nobody knows what's going to happen until the game is played, and when the clock strikes 000, when the clock reads all triple zeros, we will know who the better team is or who the better person is in that moment. So only time will tell. We'll find out Tuesday as the season kicks off what's going to happen, which leads us into our second and final thing we're going to do for this podcast tonight, for this relatively short episode tonight. And the reason why I'm doing it short is because, my cameraman and camerawoman are not here tonight. And doing gymnastics things, and as a result, I'm not gonna hold you guys up long. uh I also have something going on tomorrow as well, and it's work. So I don't want to hold you up, and I want to make sure I have enough rest for tomorrow so I can get things done tomorrow. That's big thing right here. But on an ordinary basis, it'll be a hour podcast on an ordinary basis. But tonight, I'm going to shorten things up tonight. Starting with the Lions and the Ravens. The Ravens, they're not as scary as the Lions are. The Lions are sneaky good. They are just the bomb. Don't sleep on the Lions. Please don't sleep on the Lions. I got the Lions winning this one. Some people have the Ravens winning this one because it's just Lamar Jackson. And you can't go up against Lamar Jackson, but hey, Lamar hasn't played up to his caliber, hasn't played up to that contract that he got. So we'll see how that goes. The Raiders and the Bears, that's easy, hands down, easy money. Raiders, just because you lost your quarterback. Bears, I don't trust you, and you guys weren't playing that good this season to begin with anyway. So I'm going with the Raiders. I rather go with the devil I know than the devil I don't know. Even though he leads the league in interceptions with Jimmy G, I'd rather go with the devil I know than the devil I don't know. Let's put it that way. I'm taking the Browns against the Colts. I don't think the Colts are that strong of a team. And from what I've seen Sunday against the 49ers, as far as the Browns defense is stout. You know what I'm saying? It's legit. It's for real. Let's not act like the Browns ain't take out an undefeated team. Let's not act like the Browns is just sorry or sucky, because they're not. They may play like that sometimes, but overall as a team, they not sucky, they not sorry. Don't sleep on them now. They got something going on. I'm picking the Browns against this one. The Bills and the Patriots, that's a division matchup, of course. We know Josh Allen is going to show out against Bill Belichick and his Patriots, or what's left of them, because let's face it, Bill Belichick is trying to create another Tom Brady, and there will never be another Tom Brady. There will never be another TB12. So stop trying to create or recreate something or somebody that has already made his footprint, his mark in the game. While I don't agree with some of the things that Tom Brady has done to get those Super Bowl rings, particularly the deflation game. And you have to deflate footballs to prove that you're the best of all time or the greatest of all time. And in my opinion, he is one of the greats. I don't think he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Not saying that because I'm an Eagles fan. I just think that there's plenty of other quarterbacks to consider outside of Tom Brady that are a whole lot better. And just having 7 championships doesn't make you better, but it does make you legit. It does give you some credibility, and it does give people that extra spark. So I'm going with the Bills. Josh Allen, I trust Josh Allen more than I trust Mac Jones. And that Bills defense is solid. It's tight. It's good. A division game for the NFC East. The Commanders and the Giants. The Giants just look so sorry, so pitiful. And I don't like either one of these teams in the division. Uh, but somebody has to win this particular game, and I'm going with the Commanders to beat the Giants because the Giants just look sorry. They just don't even look like the season has started for them. They're not into it. They're not feeling it. So I'm not gonna, no, I'm not gonna even waste my time with that. I don't like either one of them. I don't want either one of them to win, but somebody in that situation has to win. So I'm going with the Commanders in that one. Another division game we have is the Falcons and the Bucks. I trust Baker Mayfield more than I trust the Falcons right now. The Falcons are suspect. I don't know what I'm going to get, when I'm going to get it, how I'm going to get it. But there you have it. I got the Bucks winning that one, of course. Sorry, Aunt Vonda. If you're listening or watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry, but you guys are not that strong this year. Them dirty birds are just that dirty. They're trash. That's this is just what it is. Accept it and let's move on. The Steelers and the Rams. I have the Rams winning this one because the Steelers are back to what they did last year, which is losing. And that's not the Steelers' culture. The Steelers' culture is to win, not lose. We don't lose in Pittsburgh. Yet, you know, it it's been a rough ride for the Steelers, the Steel City here. Another division game we have on the NFC side of things is the Cardinals and the Seahawks. This is one of those games where I would take the Seahawks. I trust Geno more than I do this Cardinals team. They just activated the 12-day window for Kyler Murray to return off the PUP list. So we'll see how that goes. I think Josh Dobbs is still going to plan on playing, but they just activated that 12-day window for Murray, so we'll see how everything goes. The Broncos and the Packers. I'm going to go with the Packers on this one because the Broncos just don't look right. They don't look right. I don't care if you got Russell Wilson or Sean Payton. They don't look right. It's something is not right there. It's not right. And Green Bay's gonna go to the Mile High City and they're gonna beat up on Denver. Sorry. That's just what it is. Another division game I see on here, but this is on the AFC side of things. The Chiefs are defending their home turf. The defending Super Bowl champions are defending their home turf against the Chargers. And we all know that the Chiefs are going to beat the Chargers, right? I mean, they had an impressive showing against the Cowboys Monday night, but close but no cigar, as the saying goes. They were close in beating the Cowboys, but no one remembers the second place. No one remembers second place. The Sunday night football game that everybody is just writing us off on because just one bad game Jalen threw 3 interceptions, and Tua is looking hot, and all this other stuff. This is a game that somebody's got to win, and somebody's got to lose. Sunday night football, of course, you know I'm going to take my Eagles in every game that they play. A lot of people are going to take the Dolphins, including those cowgirl fans, because they always want to see us lose. Let's not, and then they want to try to bring up the fact that we've been winning ugly games. Let's not forget the fact that y'all won an ugly game this past Monday night, 20-17, and you can make up all the excuses you want. You can make up all the little stats that you want. You can say Dak is 8-3 all you want. It doesn't matter. What matters at the end of the day is you can't talk about another team until you evaluate the problems and the situations of your own team, and stop worrying about my team. Don't worry about my team. My team good. Injury reports and all. Don't worry about that. We good. We got depth on our roster. Don't worry about what we got and what we don't got, and who we gonna play, who's gonna play and who's not gonna play. Don't worry about that. We play the game to win. That's what everybody plays the game to do, to win. And like I told y'all earlier on in the show, nobody knows who's going to win these games until the game is played. And until the clock strikes 0-0, we very may well have beaten Tua to a bloody freaking pulp. Then again, Tua may beat us to a bloody freaking pulp. But you don't know that. You're just going, you see, people are just going off of records. And we're both 5-1. So this Sunday night football game is going to be the bend but don't break. We're going to find out who the contender is and who the pretender is, so to speak. But I got the Eagles in this one, of course. Monday night football, obviously, I got the 49ers bouncing back against the Vikings. Now, I think both the teams that lost, that were undefeated, are going to bounce back this week, and they're going to have incredible showings, and they're just going to blow the roof off the place. Now let's highlight last night's game, which I saw a little bit of. Believe the final score was 31-24, I believe. 34 to 20 to 24, I believe. So it was a 10-point game. Uh, that was a game in which the Jaguars won. I believe Trevor Lawrence had a brace on, which he said he wasn't comfortable with wearing. But hey, a win's a win. They got the job done, and kudos to them from last night to get the job done. And real quick mention here, I know that's not on the docket to talk about, but quick mention, a couple of things before we depart. Uh, Next week is the fourth Friday, so that's where I get all my guests and stuff. Ordinarily, I would tell you to comment on TikTok, but under the circumstances, my camera woman is not here, so she will do her just dues and have my TikTok people come on here and comment and do all that stuff. I've already sent her the link, so she is entrusted to do that whenever she can. But comment and let me know if you want to be a part of this growing and powerful fan base of mine, and this powerful podcast of mine called Shout from the Heart. We're 13 episodes in, and you know, haters are my motivators. That's all I got to say about that. You you can say whatever you want. Love me or hate me, love this podcast or hate it. I'm still going to do it whether you like it or not. You know, unless I am physically unable to do this podcast, I won't do it on a Friday, but I'll let you know if I can't do it ahead of time. on a Friday. But we know that plans do change and life happens. So we're going to continue to push forward. Also, quick mention that my Demon Deacons, as you see up at the top right there, is 3-3. We're 0-3 in the conference, but hopefully we can turn it around against Pittsburgh tomorrow. I don't know. Just I hope that Michael Kern is starting in place of Mitch Griffiths, because I don't like Mitch Griffiths. I don't trust him. He doesn't give my offense the spark. And I would talk about Dion's team, Colorado, but they have a bye after suffering a disappointing overtime loss to Stanford, a game that they should have won. And it's been a weird week in sports in that regard, but you know, sports are weird. You know, but they do say any given Sunday, any given day, a team can win or lose, and the teams that win against a dominant team or a winning record team, those are the ones that you need to watch out for, because any given day they can come in and just put it to you if they wanted to. In all actuality, they could. But I appreciate you guys spending, this little bit of time with me. Next week we're gonna have an even longer episode. Not that long, but it's gonna be longer than what it was tonight. I do apologize, but like I said at the opening, my cameraman and camerawoman are doing some gymnastic things with my sister right now, and I gotta work tomorrow, and I want to have as much rest for you guys and for myself when I go to work, so my mind can be clear. You just give me a week and let me rest and clear my mind. I promise you next week I'll come back with the debut of my brother and my music, and talk about college football and NBA in the midst of the season, and the NFL as well. So that's good few things right there that we can talk about. That's four things off the top of my head. You basically just got what's next week's coming. You basically got what's on the docket. Now, plans will change if I get a guest on. If I don't get a guest on, then we'll talk about those four things. If I get a guest on by this week, then we'll change it up as we go along. And that's that. So I appreciate you guys spending some time with me, because you guys don't have to do this. You guys don't have to watch my stuff, but I appreciate the support and I appreciate the love for this 13 episodes and counting. And we're going to do this till the end of time.